What's up, real MVPs? Ricky Widmer here, and welcome into another NBA draft grade video for the 2021 NBA draft. I am joined begrudgingly this time, for this video alone, begrudgingly joined by the great Jake Neverman. Jake, how we doing today? Not for this video, just today.
Doing okay. My mood just went from about 80 to 0 and about
Here's what I want you to do. You ready? Before this video, do me a favor. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And I want you to think of one thing. No, don't open them yet.
Okay,
I want you to think of one thing. Ready? Anthony Rigatoni Rizzo. Just picture him really quick.
He's hitting
Picture him in
dingers.
your head. He's hitting dingers with those Chicago gloves on. All right, open your eyes, Jake. We're going to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers. It's going to take a little bit of woo-size in here. But the reason why, I know you said during our draft watch-along, where you're like, I'm not doing the Sixer video. You needed to be on this because...
I'm being forced. I'm against my will.
We changed. What you guys don't see is we've got a chain, like a ball and chain strapped to Jake that will not release until this video is done.
Exactly.
Sixer fans, before we get into it, if you want to see all of our other draft grade videos, hit that sub button down below. But Sixer fans need to hear from you. And the reason why I say that is just like Bulls fans when we weren't doing well and they needed to see me literally lose my mind, Sixer fans need that. They need to cope, Jake, and this is how they cope. So without further ado, I just want to get like the Jaden Springer pick. So Jaden Springer, what is it? Philippe, how do you say his last name? Petrusev, and then Charles Bassey. Two of those three, not that good. One is okay, but we'll start with the Jaden Springer. You've had some time to sit on it. Think about it. I'm just going to give you the floor and vent about what you think now after the fact about Jaden Springer. And if you want to throw in Charles Bassey, that's up to you.
I won't. No, I would never say his name. I will not say his name.
The Bass Daddy?
He doesn't know how to play basketball. He's not a good basketball player, and I don't understand why we took him. On the point of Jaden Springer, and Daryl Morey we trust. I'll say that much. And Daryl Morey we trust. But I thought this offseason there'd be a switch on this team to just attacking offensive talent and trying to honestly gauge, just increase the offensive potential of this team. And instead, we took another guard who might profile as winger, whose shot is meh. He's working out with Markelle Fultz trainer, and defensively he has wild upside. But oh yeah, you already have Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. Let's take another guy with defensive upside when we just lost to the Hawks at home in Game 7 because we couldn't score a fucking basket. That's the first time I've sworn all these videos. It took me 8 videos, and a shocker, it's the Sixers one. I think the best pick out of the whole draft for us was Felipe Petrusev. Obviously, he's a big who can trust the floor and is a big body center. I like that pick a lot. I'm interested to see exactly how they play him. I assume Dwight Howard is gone. That's been the rumor. So maybe Felipe Petrusev steps in if they don't sign a Kelly Olynyk or whatever it may be as a stretch 5, which is something that they've desperately needed for years. Obviously, Mike Scott filled the role for like a year, but the Henny God couldn't really stay good after that net shot. That was basically the peak. And then once they took away those ninja headbands, he just went downhill. The Jaden Springer pick, I said on the live stream, anybody but Jaden Springer, and then of course they take Jaden Springer. It's just how my teams like to do me. So maybe in a couple months I'll look back and be wrong. Like, I'm not saying that Jaden Springer is a bad prospect or anything. He has wild defensive upside. I just don't believe in his consistent playmaking ability. Him next to Tyrese Maxey will be fun to watch off the bench if that is the bench unit. I assume this means that Shake Milton's probably gone. That would be my assumption. Again, in Morey we trust. I just don't understand the pick when we need to attack offensive talent this offseason.
Yeah, the thing that I was confused about with this was, number one, why the Sixers kept the pick. Everything we heard coming up into this draft, Jake, especially right before draft day, was don't expect the Sixers to be drafting here, which maybe it was like a deal is going to get done, but a deal never kind of finalized and came into, and I'm not saying Ben Simmons, I'm not saying that kind of deal. I'm saying just a deal. And the thing with the Sixers here, and I'm trying to get into the mind of Daryl Morey, which his is
hard thing to do.
I
say it's a hard thing to do.
His basketball IQ is just way smarter than me. But I mean, I'm trying to think of maybe this was the Sixers going, okay, we are not going to fix all of our problems with this one pick. let's go with the guy who's the highest on our board. Maybe that was Jaden Springer, because there's a part of me that sits here to this day and I think to myself, did they draft this in the same vein of like a Ben Simmons and Matisse Thybulle, like you say, because down the line is the goal not to trade Ben Simmons, and it's more of a, hey, Buddy Hield is for sale. The Kings might not have liked the deal now, but if we get closer to the trade deadline, maybe the Kings become more of sellers, and that's when we can swoop in on the deal that we kind of like heard about, where it was like maybe the Kings pulled out because originally they thought they had the Kyle Kuzma deal done. They had the Buddy Hield going to the Lakers, and then boom, Russ comes in. Maybe the Sixers were like, hey, we could get that done this year. We just got to wait because right now isn't the right time.
Well, I've been vehemently against adding Buddy Hield, so I hope
it's
not.
Scoring though, right? Like that wouldn't be a bad a deal that basically swaps Toby and Buddy would not be terrible. Right?
Yeah, but Buddy and Seth probably can't play together, which is the main problem, unless we want to get absolutely torched defensively.
I mean, what you want, Buddy? You can have Buddy come off the bench if he's winning.
Maybe
I don't think he cares.
There's just a giant question mark with adding Buddy Hield to the team. I don't dislike Jaden Springer a lot. I didn't have him in my top 30 in my final big board. I just don't know about the offensive upside. Again, defensively, he's there. He'll be a great defender. If his shot becomes a little bit more consistent, maybe I'll see it. If the team's, again, this is all contingent on what happens in the next 2 to 3 weeks. If a Doug McDermott or a Kenny Olynyk come in, the pick makes a little bit more sense to me because you're adding floor stretching in both of those guys.
Yeah.
Those are two guys that have kind of been rumored. So that makes sense to me. It's just in a bubble when you lost in the playoffs, not because of your defense, because of your floor stretching and consistent offensive playmaking or their lack of, the pick is just a question mark.
Would you, and this is not saying, like, I'm not throwing out this name to curse you or anything, would you be okay if Daryl Morey was like, hey, let's give Lauri Markkanen the $20 million that he wants, and the Bulls don't
throw up.
Okay.
I would throw up.
Offensively, Lowry's not bad. Like I said, the only thing that sucks about Lowry is he can't stay healthy and he can't stay out there.
Oh, so we're gonna throw
$20 million.
I was gonna say, so we're gonna throw Embiid and Lowry out there, and maybe we'll get 15 games of them together. Maybe,
but those 15 games might be really good.
They're gonna be some hella games. I just love maybe we'll throw out somebody's people's favorite words: sign and trade. Lowry to the Sixers and Toby to the Bulls. You guys gonna have to buy us and deal with that. No, I don't think Lowry's a fit. I think Doug McDermott. Bring me Dougie McBuckets. That's the guy.
Okay. Is that basically the thing? It's Kelly Olynyk and Doug McDermott make this pick.
Kelly Olynyk's been slightly. I'd be very happy with those two. Kelly Olynyk's been slightly rumored, nothing hard. McDermott was strongly linked a couple weeks ago. Again, a lot has probably changed since then. We'll see tomorrow. Obviously, we're recording this the day prior to free agency. When this goes live, it'll already have happened. So you'll either know if I'm happy or distraught. It'll be one of the two.
Yeah, and I mean that's why with this one, it's a questioning move, but with the Sixers, this one draft pick, the thing that sucks about teams this low is it's not like the Pistons. The Pistons make one pick, clapping all around. It's a great pick. It's going to contribute right away. But this one is more of like hey, we might have to take something that might seem more like a long play because we have free agent moves that can fit into this. I'm going to say C, a solid C for the Sixers. And the reason why I say that is none of the picks are sexy to me. It's all of a wait and see game. This could maybe bounce up to a B 3 years from now. But for right now, I look at it and I go, it's really a wait and see game. So that's why I have to give it a C. It's just middle of the ground.
Yeah, I'll go C as well. It's just middle. We don't know again in a vacuum.
An F, Jake? Jake hates it as an F.
There is only one F I was going to give, and I already gave it. If you didn't see that video, figure out which one it is. I'm not going to spoil it. Again, it's a wait and see. Again, I've talked about this in our Discord again down below. Moves in vacuums are so hard to judge. You have to wait till you see everything done. But that's why this one I'll give a C because contending team, we'll see who they sign in for agency and what changes.
And that's usually why we don't some people have asked, why didn't you do these draft grades the night of the draft? Because sometimes guys get picked and then they get moved a day after or there's a trade. So usually there's that little buffer. But Let us know what you guys think down below, Sixer Nation. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to keep track to all of our draft grade videos that we have going out. Also, all the free agency things we're going to be doing for the NBA as well. Make sure to, if you want to support us, check out patreon.com/MVPvids or become a channel member. Those links are down below. And also, as Jake said, if you want to talk NBA with the greatest community in the universe, check out our Discord, link down below in the description. That is going to do it for our Sixers grade. Thank you guys for being as great as you always are, and we will see you in another draft video.